Hello, welcome back to the museum. My name is Joe Becker, and I'm up here on the second floor in the area where we have so many of our great American masterpieces, including the large painting behind me, Absolution Under Fire by Paul Wood. It's a place that many people come just specifically to see this work. It's a tradition, if you will. One thing for sure is at the University of Notre Dame, tradition is important. For the C.S.C., for the Holy Cross priests that have long guided and shepherded this university, the visual arts have been important. You have somebody like Father Soren, who bought Luigi Gregori here to paint inside the basilica. More recently, you have Father Hesburg, who brought Ivan Mestrovich here to do sculptures across campus. More recently, you had Father Lauk, who was very involved here at the museum, and an accomplished sculptor in his own right. Even today, we have Father Martin and Father Austin teaching in the art department. But in this painting, the C.S.C. play a very unique role in the narrative or the story. Perhaps that's why the tradition of coming and seeing this painting is so important. Let me step out of the way and share with you what's going on. The painting's subject is an historic event that occurred on July 2nd, 1863, during the three-day battle at Gettysburg. Before fighting started that day, Reverend Corby, a C.S.C. priest, stood upon a boulder and addressed the troops, exhorting them to remember the noble cause and sacred nature of their duty. He urged them to make a sincere act of contrition before receiving conditional absolution. Almost as one, the men dropped to their knees, heads bowed in prayer. According to an eyewitness, Major Mulholland of the 116th Pennsylvania Regiment, quote, "The scene was much more than impressive. It was awe-inspiring." The Irish Brigade had been severely decimated at Antietam and Fredericksburg, and nearly half of the 530 who arrived at Gettysburg would be wounded, killed, or missing by the end of the battle. 7 Holy Cross priests from the University of Notre Dame volunteered to serve as Union Army chaplains during the Civil War. Among them was Father Corby, who ministered to the 5 infantry regiments comprised mostly of Irish Catholic immigrants, primarily recruited from New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, and known as the Irish Brigade. They were the 63rd, 69th, and 88th New York Infantries, the 28th Massachusetts Infantry, and the 116th Pennsylvania Infantry. Paul Henry Wood is the accomplished young painter of this historic event. He was barely 19 when he completed it in the autumn of 1891, while a Notre Dame student studying with his renowned master, Luigi Gregori, the artist who I mentioned earlier. In the painting, the drummer boy closest to the rock on which Father Corby stands is considered to be a good self-likeness of Wood. Paul Wood spent the 1891 Christmas holidays with his family in their 5th floor Chicago apartment, sharing with them all the laudatory comments his paintings had received and news of art commissions resulting from its success. But the gifted young artist's professional career ended before it had begun. For early in the morning of the 4th day of January 1892, a smoldering fire in the building's ground floor restaurant created tremendous smoke and panic, and one fatality: the artist, Paul Henry Wood. This painting celebrates a momentous occasion, talks about the significance of the C.S.C., and it reminds us of a tradition of coming in contact with works of art that capture history and inspire us moving into the future. Father Jenkins recently said, "Art is central to the Catholic tradition, used to explore, deepen, or even challenge faith. So it's therefore also central to Notre Dame's mission to create a community that together seeks truth in all forms." My name's Joe Becker. Thank you for spending a few minutes at your museum with me. We look forward to welcoming you back soon.